Hey, it's Karen from 50's the New 50 blog, and I'm going to do a quick tutorial today using one brush, the 30-second hack brush, one 4-piece compact, my perfector sponge, and a little bit of stay spray. I get a lot of questions on, well, I don't know if I really am going to like this makeup. I'm not a big makeup wearer, or I just want something that just kind of evens out my skin tone and makes me look a little bit more youthful, a little bit more fresh. So this is a great way to start, is with just one of the 4-piece tins, and you get this compact for free, and the 30-second hack brush, which is a really versatile brush, and that's a great way to get started. So I thought I would just do a quick tutorial with just 4 pieces and the brush. Something I would recommend, if you're just going to get 4 tins so that you can get your compact for free and you just want to start out, is to get a contour, because it is called hack, which is highlight and contour, and the contouring is just great. It does so many things for us, so I'll talk about that. And then I would suggest that you obviously get a main highlight or foundation color, one that's going to work on color correcting. All of our highlights are yellow based, so that they actually can go in and color correct redness, blue, purple undertones, even some of our sunspots and age spots. So another great thing to get would be to get a brightener highlight, or at least 2 highlights that you can kind of work together, because our skin isn't all just one color. So having 2 different highlights, which are what we're calling our foundations, we can create that custom 3D look. And then finally, instead of getting an illuminator, pick up one of the glossy lip and cheek colors, because some of the glossy ones already kind of give you that glowy, glossy look on your cheeks, and they're great for your lips because they already have a little bit of gloss. And so these are the 4 colors I'm going to use: Ash, Sandy, Candlelit, and this is Ruby, which is a glossy. So the brush I'm going to use, like I say, is the 30-second hack brush. And so we're going to use this end to apply our highlights and our foundation. We're going to use this end to contour and out our blush, and then a perfector sponge to kind of blend everything in. So you can start by contouring or putting your main foundation highlight down. I like to go ahead and define and map out my face first by adding a contour. So this is this end of the 30-second hack brush. I'm going to brush that in to my contour color, which is Ash, and I'm just going to kind of give it a little pinch on the end. And I'm going to come in first, and I'm just going to define my cheekbones. So I can feel my cheekbone, and I'm just kind of tapping and pushing this right up underneath there, starting out by my ear and tapping and bringing it down. Now I'm not coming in past about this part of my eye. I want to leave about 2 finger spaces between my nose and the end of that, just as a roadmap for us. We'll go ahead and do the other side. Starting out here, give that a little pinch, and just kind of swoop, push that up underneath your cheekbone there. And the contour gives color to your face also. So I mean, it's part of the foundation. So we're not going to necessarily go over the top of that with our highlights. So then we'll go ahead and I'm going to define my cheek or my jawline. So another place you can add your contour or add a shadow is on your forehead. And you can start by kind of working your contour up into your hairline, right along here, and kind of just making an arc right along the line of your hair. And then you need to decide yourself, how far do I want to come down? How tall is my forehead? How much do I want to shorten or define it so that you're focusing on my eyes? And then also you'll decide, how far down do I want to come? How wide is my face? Do I want to narrow it a bit? Or is my face already narrow and I don't want to go any further to make it more narrow? Does that make sense? So we're just adding the contour up here to bring my forehead down and define that. Then I'm going to do my favorite contouring, which is underneath the chin, the jawline, along here. So again, we'll take that, keeping in that side of the 30-second hack brush, and we're going to start right underneath our jawline and just brush that down, creating a shadow, defining that underneath. And then if you go up under your chin and brush it down, you can create this shadow underneath here to help kind of camouflage your under chin issues that we all have in our neck. So we're going to kind of come down. Make sure you pull that color down a little bit. You don't want to put so much on that your neck looks dirty, obviously. This shouldn't look like dirt. It should create a shadow. Okay, so we're going to bring that down and we'll blend all that in. So we've defined up here on our forehead, our cheekbones, and then underneath our jawline and down. Okay, that's contouring with the 30-second hack brush. Now I'm going to flip over and use the pointy end and apply my main highlight. And like I say, my main highlight that I'm going to use is Sandy. And we're just going to take this. It's very pigmented. I don't want you don't need to gouge or really press too much. You just kind of give it a couple little flicks. And I'm going to start first kind of just on the side of my nose, underneath my eye, kind of feathering. We'll do the nose, under the nose. This is for a very natural look. The great thing about this makeup is that it is so pigmented, but provides such great coverage that you can get away with just a nice light layer, still having your gorgeous skin underneath show through. Your freckles can still kind of show through, because skin is so much prettier than makeup. It really is. So we want our skin to show through. So I want to show you here, even though I have these darker spots along here, that Sandy still can give me some good coverage. So again, as you can see, I'm avoiding my contour area because that's already foundation, that already has coverage. Go up, and then I'll come up to the side of my top of my forehead, sides, and I'm just kind of flicking and blending along as I go. When we're all done, we'll also go back in with our perfector sponge and blend everything. Okay. All right, and so now I'm going to take another highlight color that's called Candlelit, that's lighter than the Sandy, and I'm going to use that to brighten the center of my face. And I'm going to use the same side, the pointy highlight end of my 30-second hack, and I'm just going to tap it in. I'm going to come in here on the inside of my eye where I get some darkness, down the side of my nose. And then we're going to come across underneath, but not exactly right up to my lash line, and up into a bit of a V here. So kind of like a big V, a big swoop, and above that contour. And this is adding some brightening, highlighting the center of my face. And sometimes this highlight color will actually have some great color correcting properties for you, so we're putting that on there also. Then I'm going to put some up here in the center of my forehead. Just brushing that up, feathering it down the center of my nose. Put a little here on my chin. So just kind of creating that little diamond of light, brightness on our face. I'm going to go ahead and grab my perfector sponge now that I've already prepped by wringing it out really, really well. I got it wet, and then I wrung it out, and I let it kind of just air dry a bit while I was getting ready in the shower and things like that. And I'm going to go ahead and blend. So I'll take that perfector sponge and come up here where I have my contour and just start pouncing. You can do a little twisting. I'm not pushing too hard. I'm just pouncing and getting those colors to blend together, to meld together a little bit. Come up underneath where I have the brightener, and I want to really press that in along my nose. So I'm just tapping and pressing. This will lift up any excess that I got. It'll help it not settle into any fine lines, like if I got way too much on. kind of come up underneath my chin. And just blend that all in. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add some lip and cheek color, and I'm going to use this end of that brush that I'd used to contour with, and this color, which is Ruby, again, which is a glossy. So I'm just going to take and just give it a quick dab. And then right here in the balls of my cheeks, the apples of my cheeks, I'm just going to dab a little bit, and then I'll work it back right above or on top of that contour line. Just kind of working that right above along the top of the contour. Just giving it some pouncing as it kind of helps blend it in, soften it. Do the other side. Just kind of do a little smile so that your cheeks figure out kind of where that is, and then pull that back towards the ear along the top of the contour. We can grab our perfector sponge, press and blend, help lift any excess. The glossies are great to add to your lips because they already have a little bit of gloss. So just a quick little palette of 4 cream colors that you can highlight and contour with. Your brush that you can use, the 30-second hack, just one brush, your perfector sponge, and then some stay spray or setting spray. And I just go ahead and give myself a couple squirts when I'm all done. To set, I can let that air dry, or I can take my sponge and I can just gently dab my setting spray all over. If you're a little bit more of a combination skin or oily skin, you can then also take some of a translucent airspun setting powder. We also have a setting powder that you could get if you got a bigger compact. You could put that in there. So just having everything in one compact and one brush is just so convenient, and it's so easy, and you can get a very simple look, great coverage. It's not heavy. It's not hiding my skin. It's just giving me a little bit of a youthful glow and providing great coverage. So, great way to start. Thank you guys for watching this quick little tutorial on using a 30-second hack brush and just a 4-piece compact. And if you have any questions, you know that you can message me directly or email me. And if you want to get color matched to a little 4-piece set like this, just click the link in my bio or just message me below and I can get you a color match form and we can get started. Thanks so much.